And a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Hello, and welcome to Staying Up with Cammie and Taryn. I am Cam.
Whoa.
I was too excited about your birthday. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Birthday. And today is Taryn's birthday.
Yeah,
I'm Taryn, and it's my birthday. And this is Staying Up. And we called it that because every night we get to have a sleepover, but every week we invite you to join us. Welcome to my birthday party.
Cheers, birthday bitch.
Wait, listen. Uh-huh.
Did they get that? Did you hear that? Clink. Oh. Why did it spill on me? Is mine leaking?
No, that'd be... Oh, mine's wet too.
No, you know what? I rinsed out the glasses.
I think you were just a messy bitch on my birthday.
That's true.
If you are not watching us, that's absolutely okay because this is a podcast after all. We just want you to know that we have glasses of white wine and we also have iced coffee.
Yeah, we are in Pittsburgh right now at my parents' house. Hold on, let me get a little coffee sip.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds nice too. Should we do an ASMR birthday episode?
Yes.
We're in Pittsburgh because our friends Heather and Blake are getting married.
We're in a very jingle mood. We'll explain why.
Oh yeah,
in a bit.
We can't stop today. So we are here. We brought our podcast equipment because we are amazing at our jobs. We love you guys deeply. And we're even recording on my bitch's birthday.
Okay. Sometimes I love my bitch. I really do. That time I was jolted. I was scared.
Well, I never say it, so I think it's jolting. You normally say it.
I think it's more like my bitch. But then
Yeah,
you said
my
recording on
bitch's
my
birthday.
bitch's birthday, and that felt...
We're recording on my bitch's birthday.
Oh my God. She did a gesture towards her
I was going to
winky.
grab my crotch, but it felt too
Gross.
weird. It felt too much.
She touched her wiener live on Staying Up.
I don't have a wiener unless
And you
it's
know
in my
what?
bedside table.
As you can tell, we're feeling
Silly goofy mood.
which is a perfect time to
Oh my God, wait, babe.
say hello. Yep.
Wait, somebody commented on one of my TikToks or stories of us and
Oh,
was
did
like,
they?
are y'all in a silly goofy mood? I love that we have inside jokes with you guys, and I love that they're
I know.
transitioning into like normal social posts, and I just feel like it's very, if you know, you know. I
just
knew
kicked
you
the
were
table.
going
I
to do
just
that.
kicked the
That's why I
table. We're
said
okay.
to you, be careful.
Also, I'm getting tagged in a lot of fucking cousin content, which
It's a really
is exciting.
weird bit we went into. I love it for the bit. It's making me a little uneasy.
I'm not upset about it.
I know you're not. You
Bobby
love
and
the
I
validation.
At night, Bobby and I laugh at all the jokes.
Yeah, they cuddle. I
We
lay on the
screen
floor.
share. No, he
I
doesn't.
pull out my cot.
If only.
If it wasn't your fucking birthday
Okay,
right now,
I'm so forgetful that every once in a while I do scare myself into thinking, what if I have a cousin Bobby?
Wait, do you?
No. I have 7 cousins, maybe.
And you know all their names, and none of
And
them
I
are
definitely
Bobby,
know that none of them are Bobby.
except for the one and only.
Except for my honey bunches of oats. Okay, we want to celebrate our one and only PP of the Weekie.
So I had some wine in my throat, so I did not hit those notes the way I know I can.
Listen, I don't know if it's Alyssa and I don't know if it's Elisa, but I'm gonna.
How are you to tell?
I can't.
Exactly. So,
I can't.
what does your heart say? If you were like, this is what it is. Like, what when you're talking to her, what is in your heart? Like, what do you say? Like, are you going, Elisa, Alyssa?
Oh, I mean, we have a more recent.
I don't know.
Alicici.
Alicia.
Achichi. Charliti. We'll get back to Charliti. Well, I'll just tell you now, Elisa, you're gonna have to wait. Alyssa, you're gonna have to wait. When we were in Italy, we were trying to come up with the weirdest name that we could think of for our friend's kid.
We were playing a weird game.
We were playing a weird game, but it actually, like, on the scale of 1 being normal, 10 being super weird, it was like a 7. So it wasn't like so
it wasn't
fucking
that
weird.
That
And
was
the
thing.
name I made up was Charliti.
Yeah, but it just like, I feel like that's
Whose name is Charliti?
I don't know anyone personally, but I could, like, if I met someone and they're like, oh, my name's Charliti, I'd be like, yeah, it is. Like,
Well, of course
I would be
you'd
like,
say-
what?
You wouldn't be like, no, it's
No,
not.
in my head. You fucking liar. No, I'm just saying I wouldn't even question. I wouldn't think twice. I wouldn't be like, that's weird. I'd be like, yeah, Charlene.
If somebody approached me and said my name is Charliti, I would think I created them in my mind.
You're like, you did not
I'm
exist
like,
until I had that thought.
Wait a second, you're a 7 out of 10. On the
Okay, back
weird
to
scale.
Elisa.
Back to Elisa. Oh, what I was gonna say, Elise.
Wait, you call her Alyssa, I'll call her Elisa, and then we have to be
I
right.
think it's Alyssa. I just think it's Alissa. I think it's Elisa. We just have a recent friend named Elisa.
Anyone
but she's
I've
only
known
one
is
S.
an Elisa.
Whatever. This peepee, this incredible Alal, we're gonna call Al.
Allie.
I don't know. Al, peepee Al, randomly on a beautiful day showed up in our inbox, staying up pod at gmail.com.
Correct.
I'm scrolling. I'm having a nice little time. Oh, what's this email? Click. Oh, there's attachments. Interesting. I love an attachment. I know. I'm like, what a fun thing to attach is an attachment. You think I'm drunk. We literally just opened this bottle of wine.
Not drunk at all.
I've had about a sip.
Just a little tired. Time difference.
I'm tired and it's a little birthday cookie. Anyway, the attachments were that this PP heard us chatting on an episode about how Cammie was like, oh, we should make anywho shirts. Anywho shirts.
Anywho.
And she said, well, I was just plopping around on my computer. She's a graphic designer, and she just made some merch mock-ups for us.
And they're really freaking cool.
They're really freaking cool. Sorry for my silence. There is a bird creature making very
My parents'
spooky
house
noise
is like
outside.
kind of in the woods, so there's just always animal noise.
I asked you if it was in the woods yesterday, and you said you would not call it the woods.
I don't say that we live in the woods, but there are woods behind our house. Those are the woods.
You're saying wild things to a Californian.
You were saying like the neighborhood is the woods.
I feel as if I'm in the woods.
There's just trees. She's not used to trees.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
PPL is our PPL is our PP of the weekie because one, we love that gumption, that
initiative, involvement, curiosity.
My God, thesaurus, girl.
Amazing.
Wow.
Crazy taxi. What is wrong with us? We gotta chill out.
No, we don't.
No one's gonna know what we're talking about.
I think every once in a while we have an unhinged episode, and I think this is it.
It's happening, guys. Just embrace it. It's happening.
Anyway, anywho. We love the commitment and all the words that Cammie said. And then 2, the merch designs were a vibe.
Yeah. Whenever you said somebody made them, I was like, honestly, not expecting much. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I was just like, what?
No, I'm saying of course not. Oh. Every time people are like, I made a...
Well, I was just like, I didn't give you any direction. You're not going to know what I'm not thinking.
Be the vibe.
They're amazing.
So
it got us thinking about merch because we have had a lot of people asking about it.
It got us thinking about merch.
I've just been hesitant on it because I...
What you said. It got me thinking about merch.
What was I saying the other day when you felt so sick from your period and I was feeling kooky and I got a package and I was like...
I took a video.
It's probably... Oh, I forget. Whatever. I had
It's probably bullshit. No, you were saying it's probably...
I forget. Doesn't matter.
It's probably something stupid. That's what it was.
Probably something stupid. Probably something stupid. And it just turned into like nothing. That is a joy to do.
I know, it's very fun.
It's like you're choking on it, but it's fun. Probably something stupid. Wait, is that Irish? Scottish?
It's not a language. What you're up to. An accent.
I love it. It reminds me of the girl. Was it Mara?
I think we've told the fart story here.
It smells like farts.
You say it
I can't
silly
do it,
every
but
time.
I feel like I can do it when I say probably something stupid.
This girl on Love Island walked into a bedroom where there was all these
We don't need to
people.
go into it.
And she went,
honey, we haven't explained one bit. Now you're going to start explaining things.
It smells like farts in here.
That's good.
It smells like farts in here.
But it reminds me of the clip you showed me of Sophie and what's the other girl's name from Game of Thrones? Maisie. When they're in the car and they're they're doing I like big butts, but they're doing it as if they were acting on
Beckett.
Oh my God. I can't do it. But I feel like it sounds like them and probably something stupid. Anyways,
what
okay.
were we even?
Guys, I'm so sorry. Anyways, the merch that Al did. Just turn this episode off. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, but leave it on.
Just let it run, even if you don't want to listen.
It.
Can you just mute it and go somewhere else?
The merch was so cool, and we started thinking about doing it, which I've been very hesitant on because I think a lot of times when social media people make merch, it's just probably something stupid and not worth it. But then the merch that Al made was so cool. We were like,
Yeah.
maybe we do something. So we're thinking about it. Let us know what you're thinking.
We're thinking about it, and maybe
You should too.
Maybe you should too. And also she's getting really silly. She passes a level of silly where she starts to cry just all the time. And if you could only see her, which you can if you're watching on video, she's falling apart.
Don't call it.
She's falling apart. Oh Lord. This might just be a solo ep. So I was born September. But please comment below with what type of merch you might want.
Yeah.
We had some fun ideas the other day. I don't think we'll share them.
No, let's keep a secret.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say like a really oversized hoodie.
Oversized hoodie? Is that what you said?
Or like a branded
Trench coat.
dildo.
Well, now you're telling
That'd
me.
be hilarious.
Oh my God.
That would honestly, I would never do that.
It's called staying up is hysterical.
That is funny.
It's like a concrete.
Concrete? Bro.
Just ignore me.
No, say it.
I said a cock ring.
A cock ring. Oh, funny. For Kento.
Should we tell them?
Oh, guys. The story last week obviously was fucking amazing. We're not sure that it's real.
Okay, Kento, I'm sure you're listening. We think you catfished us. I'm just going to call it out.
Just prove that you're real.
I want to believe you. Your love story was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. But we do believe it's a plot of a movie.
Yeah, there's this movie called Past Lives that's coming out right now. That's an
different.
A24 movie that is very
Oh, it looks so good though.
similar.
Similar.
It's very similar.
Similar.
It's super similar. Farts. And that scared us, right? In the movie, there's like multiple meetings. It's a whole thing. They knew each other when they were kids. They re-met each other when they were older. We were like,
I don't think that's the movie though.
But then what also made me kind of
tickle your temple.
What also made me kind of tickle my titties. Titillating. Okay, that is a word also.
It's titillating.
There's titillating and there's titillation. That's what I was doing.
But you said titillating. That's not it.
Okay. But did you hear what I said?
It maybe reminded you of a word, but it was incorrect.
I know that.
People commented. They said I was right.
I know. One person commented, "You're welcome."
That's all it takes.
People. I guess technically they are a person.
People liked it. And agreed. I went on all my accounts to like it.
All my Finstas liked it.
It was on YouTube.
But okay, get it tattooed on your a-hole. Why don't you?
I already did.
Whoop. We keep looking. I keep having like a brief moment where we look at each other, and it's like, don't lose it.
I can't look at you because it's making me lose it.
It's okay. Oh, my final bit of evidence that story might have been fake was that on Gmail, their little avatar is what looks like a picture of a famous Korean actor whose name is Ken something.
Yeah.
And look, I was emailing back and forth with you, Kento.
Did you reverse image search? I'm going to do some investigating. We'll report back.
No, I think it is a pic, but a
you
lot
could
of people
use a
have
fake
other
photo.
Yeah, fake
Totally.
photos.
Just because a photo is a famous actor doesn't mean maybe just the famous actor listens to our podcast. You ever think about that? Maybe all can be true. Maybe it's not this or.
And maybe Past Lives was.
And.
The movie Past Lives was about their
Yeah,
love
we
story.
don't know. Why would you discredit that?
At this point, it's feeling awfully quiet. If Kento doesn't reach out with a little thought after this email, after this podcast, then I'm going to know it was fake. We're watching you, Kento. We love you. We're proud of your story. And if it was skeptical, fake, that's okay. But just tell us.
Yeah, it's okay. I enjoyed it. It was very fun. And it's actually really funny if it was fake. But I would like to know.
Same.
Even if you tell us not to tell anybody that it's fake. No, I will. I will tell everybody. Never mind.
How you doing this week, honey?
I'm doing great.
Are you?
Good to be home.
Yep.
Good to see my parents.
Yep.
Last time I was home, my mom got her hip surgery. So it's really fun to watch her speeding around town, walking.
I know all about it. I'm watching
cruising.
her speed. I'm watching
really
her vibe
fun.
out.
Really excited for all the wedding festivities.
Do you feel
The weather's
relieved
beautiful.
seeing your mom kind of
So relieved.
in a better way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was so stressful for like 2 years.
Yeah. Man, parents having like health things is just not a vibe.
It's all I really think about is like if my parents are okay. I was talking to my mom. I just dropped her off at work and we were sitting outside chatting before. And she was like talking about traveling and how it's like when you're older, it's a little scarier to go.
Yeah.
But before, when she was younger, she never really was that worried. Then you have kids and you get really worried because you have something very important to live for and like be safe for.
Yeah.
She's like, now that you're older.
Not that life is only worth living if you have kids. It's just, you know.
No, totally. But it's like, you have a responsibility where it's like, I don't know. In my head, I'm like, if I die, I don't know I die. So it's fine. Like, it's not, I don't know. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
But like, if I did, I'm dead. So it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think about like, I have you, I have the dogs. Like my parents would be distraught. Like you think about the people more than
the
what
impact.
you would feel because you won't. Well, I guess we don't know. Maybe you do feel. Who knows? Anyways, but she was saying how it's interesting because you're like kind of not reckless when you're younger, but you're less worried. You don't have as much fear.
Yeah.
Then you have kids, and that fear really creeps in because you want to like be safe for them.
Yeah.
Then your kids grow up and then you start just worrying about them. She was saying when we were traveling, like
I just got something out of my tooth. Was there clearly something in my tooth for a
I
while?
didn't see it.
Let me see what color it was.
Yikes. Let me see.
It was white.
Show me them pearly whites. You look good. I don't see it.
I like what?
You look good.
Thank you.
You look good. You look good. I got a joke that.
You look
I didn't say like you're all good, but I said
You know what you
look
said?
good.
You said you look good.
Mike Wazowski.
Oh.
Anyway,
Did you do your paperwork?
I don't even know why we're talking about this, but yeah, I just thought it was really sweet. And it's kind of like the circle of life of like worrying about your kids, worrying about you.
Yeah, and then
It was just sweet.
Then you start taking care of them.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted because cars never drive by behind us. My parents live on this like little street. There's just 3 houses on it.
And what's the address?
5932 Wisteria Lane.
What's that?
Wisteria Lane is from
Like Gossip Girl?
no, from
Gossip.
Desperate Housewives.
There we go. I was like, why am I saying
Like you're just gonna say
twice?
Gossip Girl again. But
Oh, is it Gossip Girl?
oh my God, no, still not. But yeah, I keep getting distracted because cars never drive.
Could
back
you
there.
try looking at me? I would like to have more eye
No,
contact
because
with you.
I'm holding back a laughter fit and looking you in the eyes is like
It
making
just
me.
got so dark in here.
It's just because the clouds went over.
Anyway, your mom's cruising around town. We're happy. We're
Yeah.
stoked.
Nice, fun to hang out with my dad. The 4 of us went to dinner last night.
That
I
was
love
sweet.
hanging out with you 4. You get along with them so well.
Yeah, we're vibing.
I'm having a nice little time. How are
Good.
you, baby?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm craving a little bit of routine here, and I'm not getting it.
I mean, we've been traveling for like a month.
That's where I was going to get to. Is after Europe, I needed routine, but I didn't feel good. We were both sick coming back, and
we
then
literally went from traveling. Well, we went from both of us back-to-back periods.
Yeah.
Traveling, back-to-back periods again.
and sick. I was sick.
Yeah,
when
you
I
were
got
sick.
home. And I think my body's just feeling it. Even since we've got here, I'm just like, ugh, I feel exhausted and my tum hurts. I have like a long-standing headache. I don't know what's going on.
You should take my probiotics.
I'm kind of taking a lot right now, but tell me
Okay.
about your probiotic. Is this an ad?
No, I am working with them, but literally I told them I'm so bad. I like never stick to it. So I was like, they want me to like film the whole thing. And I was like, I need a lot of time to like properly use it because I'm going to forget to do it.
Yeah.
So the idea that I came up with was like literally challenging myself to do it. And I'm just documenting taking it.
Have you been taking it?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm normally like, I have such a regular stomach, but when I travel is the one time I get off.
Travel tummy.
I stayed so regular. We got here late. Was it Sunday night? Whatever night.
Yeah.
Monday morning. Poop right away. Poop. Poop.
Speaking of poop, what was our song today?
What wasn't our song today? Taryn loves to make up jingles. I really do think she has to at least kind of pursue it as a job at one point.
You guys, it's a talent. And I hate to say that when it's like, I'm going to be put on the spot now when it's like jingle time.
Yeah.
But I do
You gotta go
think,
blank.
I'm not that bad at it.
Well, let's test it. Yeah, I had to like we went and got coffee and I had to poop and I said that and then Taryn made a whole jingle about it. But it was like,
so you got up, oh, something like that. But
my
it was
girl's gotta go, oh.
Yeah, it was like that.
Or something like that. Like you couldn't really tell what it was going to be.
It was like a very sneaky poop song.
But and then we realized it kind of sounded like the songs on Selling Sunset and you came up with a really good one. Do you remember it?
Yeah, well, we were talking, I was saying that like it's funny that like buying a house is the same as like buy, and they're always so moody. And so it was like, you think you're gonna sell this house, bitch, buy, something like that.
It was so good. I loved it.
And then it was like boom 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 boom.
Okay, well, let's put your skills to the test right now. Are you down?
I'd like about 5 seconds to think after you say something, and then I'll see if I come up with anything. If not, it's my birthday, we move on, we go to the next.
I want just make it about wine. Something about wine. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time. You can think about it. We can come back to it. I do feel like I've never seen you do the jingles under pressure. We're normally just hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
And one of us says something and you turn it into a song. So I don't know.
I have a lot of concepts floating around. I don't have any great lines.
You know, just spitball something?
Well, I was just thinking, like something about like for when you're whining. Wine.
Well, give me something. Come on.
Well, now I am being put under the spot.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I didn't think it was going to work.
It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
You know what? That's one of the reasons that I would love to try stand up at some point. I hate being on the spot.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I freeze,
It's fair.
which is something you don't want to do to your wine.
As we're watching it.
No, I'm not still trying.
I'm just saying you froze up a bit.
You know what's a really tough
Squoze up a
thing?
bit.
You know what's really tough to do to someone that froze up?
Tell them that.
Tell them that.
It's chilly in here.
It's so chilly in here.
Yeah, no, I just don't think that that's your
It's not for me.
process.
No.
That's the thing.
But I do just want everyone to know that I am generally good at a jingle.
I will do you all a favor and I will just record a couple times when you do it naturally. And I will share that on the socials so you guys can experience the geniusness that is Tara's jingles.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, I got you, baby. It is your birthday.
What else do you want to chat about today? It's my birthday, so.
What do I want to chat about?
We're having a nice free-flowing pod. We didn't plan anything. We just want to sit and chitty.
Chitty, chat.
We went to the Jonas Brothers.
Oh my God, I forgot for a second. Yeah, we knew we were going to be out of town for the Jonas Brothers concert in LA. And then when we checked the dates,
I'm a long-time fan. I've been a fan since we were babies.
Yeah, I did feel a little weird going, gotta be honest. I haven't loved the drama going on with Joe and Soph.
Nobody loves the drama. Let's say
I'm
that.
not loving the optics for Joe.
Yeah.
I am feeling judgy. I don't like to judge. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
It's all speculation. It's not even he said, she said. It's like the news things coming out on like gossip magazines and us assuming one of them released different things. Like we know nothing. But I just wasn't liking it. And I was very quick to be Team Soph. So I felt a moral dilemma about going to the show. I'll be honest. I felt weird about it.
You actually felt a dilemma about going?
I just like, I wanted to stand in solidarity with my
I posted
girl.
a TikTok afterwards of the show, just like my thoughts during the show. And someone's like, wow, we really thought you were a girl's girl, Taryn.
You're not a girl's girl because you went to a concert.
I'm like, oh my God. And then someone else said something about like Queen of the North or whatever, which is fine. But it's so crazy to think that like we think that the 6 news articles come out, 3 are Team Soph, 3 are Team Joe, and you're just, nothing.
Yeah.
And you're just picking the ones that are Team Soph and being like, that's definitely right. It's like, you guys literally know nothing.
Yeah, we know nothing. And the funny thing is, the things that are Team Joe, we have decided are not true. And the things that are Team Soph,
yeah.
like we've like kind of mixed it all up. Nobody fucking knows what's going on. It's none of my business. I don't care.
They're both
who.
at fault. It's a divorce.
Yeah. I'm just bummed because I just thought they were so cute and cool. But I think it's a good reminder, like, do not put too much in couples you don't know, people you don't know. Like, don't make anyone that you don't know your hero because they can never live up to whatever vision you have for them. These are all normal fucking people.
Yeah.
Their relationship is not superior to yours and anything that you're going to have. Like, love is not dead.
It's just so crazy that people care so much about online couples.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I really just thought that they were really cool. And I was like, I needed that little reminder to be like, I don't know them. I don't know anything about these people. They could suck individually. They could have sucked together. One could be great. One could suck. Who knows? Who knows? Don't care. I'm never going to be friends with them. But I'd like to.
I don't know that. I think we could be friends with them.
You're so delusional.
I think they
you
might.
always say that.
I think they might get back together.
Wow. Hot take.
At some point.
Yeah.
I think they're if I had to guess what was happening, which I do not know, I think that they both were on big projects after being in COVID for most of their marriage.
Yeah.
And then
that's a good take.
The Jonas Brothers are back together again, which they weren't together for a long time.
Babies.
And then they had kids, and then Sophie's back to acting again after Game of Thrones, and the world opened back up. And I think that they're going through it and they're having a rough patch, and then they're getting catty and mean and doing crazy things to each other, and then they're publicly being like, fine, like, I think Joe just, in my mind, it sounds like Joe just like snapped and filed for divorce and was like, whatever, I'm not doing this anymore. And probably thought he could get ahead and spin some stories or whatever, and now she's doing it back.
I think he panicked that he had that they had said that they would move the kids to England. He's like, I'm not going to move there if I'm not married to you. And then he was like, fuck. My kids are going to be there and I'm going to be here. I'm never going to see them.
And none of that impacts how I like either of them. Marriages are messy. Everybody's messy. If it comes out that he's a fucking prick and
doing like really scary
hit her
shit
or something, I'm obviously not going to like Joe anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like right now when it's a couple that's like their friends have come out and been like, yeah, like they're just weren't
fighting.
working out. They were
People
fighting.
Break up, it gets messy.
It just wasn't happening. They're not co-parenting well. They're busy. They're just don't seem in love. Like, you can't just vilify someone for a couple breaking up.
It's funny though. I feel like we've gotten to a point in society where we want to cancel people for trivial things that don't really matter. Like a couple fighting and breaking up is not the end of the world. No. But then we give passes to like
Chris Brown.
Sex offenders. Yeah. People who actually do really horrible things are just like out there living their life, having careers. And it's like, wait, those are the bad people.
Yeah.
Like everyone's had a bad breakup.
Yeah.
That's not something to like end someone's career over, but there's like a lot of really bad people that we're just allowing to be out in the world and be fine.
I think that, yeah, whatever. It's stupid.
Oh, careful, baby.
Sorry.
Taryn's just on a mission to knock over our coffee and wine.
Just trying to get wild.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
Just
I give it like 20 more minutes before it all
feeling
falls.
silly.
But it was weird vibes at the concert. It was like I expected it to be a little somber. Every song, whether it was written before him and Soph were together, whether it was about her, I could never do it. I felt like I was gonna cry the whole time for him, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And maybe, I mean, I'm a crier. We all know this. Maybe the Pisces in me just came out. But like if I was going through a divorce, whether I wanted it, didn't want it, singing love songs like that would end me. I'd be sobbing.
I mean, I think that's why he gets drunk, which is not a great way to handle things, I imagine.
Wasted.
But also, how else are you going to do it?
My PR would be horrible.
Yeah.
I'd be wasted up there. I'd be They didn't talk really at all during the show. Every song I'd be like, so I'm back. I'm sorry.
What I thought was unhinged is a couple people had like I Heart Sophie shirts, like really big letters that I could see from across.
Someone shouted during it like, we love Soph or something.
Like, that's crazy.
It's just like, you don't know what
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, have a little more empathy.
I'm like, dude, he's
also you
real.
liked him enough to like buy concert tickets at some point that a few news articles are making you change. But people, I think, project their own stuff.
Yeah.
So if they related to anything that came out or any rumor at all, it's like it's easier to vilify someone you don't know that you don't think you're never gonna have to say it to their face. Like they seem so unobtainable.
Yeah.
It's easier to like place your anger and hate on this person that's like a celebrity or on social media, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Than like deal with stuff sometimes or hate the person in your life that causes that.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we use celebrities as scapegoats for good and bad, where it's like, oh my God, I love this person. They're so amazing. Like their music makes me feel good, but then it's also helpful sometimes for people to be like, oh, I hate this person, and channel all their energy there.
And like, you forget that they're also businesses. Like, Joe is a business. Sophie is a business. The
That's where it
things
really
that
gets
you
crazy.
think that they are posting or saying or whatever are like 5 people in suits sitting in a room without them a lot of times being like, here's what we should say for Sophie. Here's what we should say for Joe.
Oh,
It's
that would
like
be miserable.
their PR teams are the people behind all of this. They might not even want any of these stories going out, any of these anythings, but it's like, this is for your greater good. We have to do this. We have to do this. Trust us. Trust us. You pay us $1 million a year to make you look good.
Not
We
even
are
just
gonna
trust
make you
us.
look
Like
good.
sometimes they probably don't even have power.
Totally.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I do really feel like, I know we've talked about months ago how it was like the summer for the girls.
Yeah.
The fall is also for the girls.
I think everything's for the girls.
I think the world is for the girls.
It does.
I mean, we knew
The trend is staying.
it's never going away.
Yeah.
It's an uphill trend, and it is just like never going to change.
I said this when we were watching football the other day. There were so many women announcers.
So many.
It used to just be Erin Andrews, to the fact where we all know Erin Andrews' name.
Yeah.
Because there was one woman.
I also saw a ref who was a woman.
Yeah.
I saw a couple, not coaches, but like on the coaching team.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of I don't know what they're called, but like water girls. I don't know if that's the term, but like there was so many women on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's just so cool. There's that girl. Is it high school or college? I think it's high school, who just played in football, or no, maybe it's college. I don't know. But
She's the first kicker for a historically black
non-kicker. That was
college,
the
I
whole
think
thing,
it
that
said.
a lot of women have played football, but it's kickers, where she's the first non-kicker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then
Yeah.
like, obviously, I don't think we need to go into the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce stuff too much, because it's literally all I see any time I open anything. So I feel like,
Does
does anyone care to talk about it?
Yeah.
But Travis Kelce's jersey sales went up 400%. It's so funny. And
he's already like a star. Like, he's already.
Was he, or did Taylor put him on the map?
Everybody knows him. A lot of people know him in the sports world.
No, I'm
so the
totally
people
kidding.
that
That was
buy
just so funny.
jerseys, a lot of them had Travis Kelce jerseys.
Yeah, like it's not.
So it's
he
just
went from 0 sales to like
it's random Swifties being like, I'm gonna get a Kelce jersey and I'm gonna wear it on Sunday,
so funny.
so I can be a part of it.
Yeah, it's just so funny. I love
Even
it.
if that's fake, I'm having fun with it. That plot line's fun.
Oh,
for
I
me.
think it's fully fake. And at first,
Yeah.
I was mad about it because I was like, oh my god, this is. I know in my heart that a lot of what Taylor Swift does is PR, and I mean, she's mastermind. It's all planned.
Yeah.
But somehow it still always felt genuine, where this was the first thing where I was like, oh my god, y'all saw an opportunity and you ran with it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone listening actually watches football, but Taryn and I do, and we play fantasy. So we were watching like before the game started.
Some of our people watch football. Don't be doing that.
Well, I'm
Some
just
of
saying,
them
I'm
watch.
just giving context because I don't know. I'm not going to assume everyone
I
watches.
know. I'm just saying. And
because
then,
I've talked about this, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I didn't see that."
Yeah.
There was.
but in a past episode, you were like, I know only gay girlies listen, and somebody was like, no, tons of straight girls listen.
Not
whatever.
gay girls. I said no men listen. No cisgendered straight
Thought
men
you said
listen.
It was just.
I know our. I mean, I have.
Regardless,
I'm on
I'm
the back
saying
end
we
of
gotta
our
give-
analytics.
We got to give credit to the
totally,
peep.
totally. And I'm sure some of you watch football, but I do know that the majority don't.
Okay.
So we were watching before the game, and there was like a whole thing with a bunch of the announcers, and they're all like past NFL players, and there was this whole like Taylor Swift bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening? And that's when I realized, and then as soon as they showed her, I was like, okay, the NFL knew she was coming. This is so planned out.
Yeah.
They're trying to, and then there was like the Seahawks did a whole thing about Barbie. I'm like, they know that women are in power,
Yeah.
and they are trying to like have a grasp in this and cling to it.
They do just be trying.
Yeah.
But that's also just what every organization is doing. They try to reach new people, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're being pretty smart about it, but it's
Yeah.
just so funny. I'm like, these boys are nothing without us, and they're learning quick.
Taylor, be strong.
That's just crazy. 400% on his jerseys.
That's insane.
The power this woman has.
They should sell a Swift jersey with his number, like as if his last name is Swift.
I do have Swift on my fantasy football. He plays for Philadelphia, which is where Taylor's from, which I think is really cute.
But imagine there was a Travis Kelce jersey and it said
just
Swift
Swift.
instead of Kelce.
Yeah. Well, that's like Braxton Berrios should
That's
say
hilarious.
Earl on the back. And then Allison Kutch's husband, I forget his real last name because she always jokes that it's just Mr. Kutch.
That's cute.
I actually cannot
Is that
remember
a
his
TikTok person?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like they all should just start wearing their wives and girlfriends' last names instead, which would be so funny.
Love it.
Love it.
All right.
So silly. The girls are just running the world. Who run the world?
That's what we do, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. Just looking at you.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe it's your birthday.
I can.
It's all I think about all day on your birthday. Every time I see you, I'm like, it is your birthday.
I love a birthday. They're so fun. They're so cozy.
They're so cozy.
Yeah.
Explain that. Why cozy? What makes a birthday cozy?
I think they just feel like I think it's cozy because you can feel that all the people that you care about are like have thought about you today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you feel so special.
Yeah. And then it makes you feel kind of like if everyone is in the same place, like if it was easy to get together, everyone would come over and give you a little hug and be like, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's just like an excuse to celebrate people that you love.
Yeah. Little reminder.
Yeah. And then it's cute, like when my mom just called and asked how I was doing and stuff. It's like, it's also her day. Like she gave birth to me.
Arguably, it's more the mom's day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that our birthdays aren't just Mother's Day.
I mean, it is the day I was birthed. But
Totally,
it's
but you
the
didn't
day
do
she
anything.
gave birth. Yeah.
It's more memorable for her,
Totally.
you know?
Yeah.
It is so funny.
And so it's cute that it's like a little partnership between you and your parents or whatever. Or whoever are your birth people.
Yeah. It's just so funny. Like, I almost feel like it should be well, I guess that could make it really, really sad and hard for people who don't have a relationship with their birth mother.
Yeah.
But it is like a part, like, y'all did that.
Yeah.
And that's a literal day that she stopped feeding you inside her body and then had to like raise you and do all, like, it's almost
I
like,
thought you were going to say stop feeding you inside her body and started feeding you outside.
no, but like
ugh.
they're literally like making you in a little incubator in their body.
To cook me up.
It's so cute and it's so special.
Yeah, it is.
What
All
time
right,
did-
you want
oh
to
my
get
God.
to our gossip story?
Yeah, that went by really quickly.
Pick it up.
Okay.
Pick up the iPad.
What do we got for today? Today's listener gossip is from Shay. Also, babe, at any point, if you have a jingle in mind, please feel free to share it.
Honey, how could you do that to
Why?
me?
After
the freeze up, after the
No,
great
no, no.
freeze of
I'm just saying if
2023, you have brought it back up.
no, my God, honey. We knew, and I think we quickly realized, even when I asked you, that like your specialty is it just free flows out. You can't force creativity.
You just did.
No, I just said if at any point, like, please interrupt me.
Honey.
I was giving you access to.
I appreciate where your head was at,
Okay, whatever.
but
Let's
you
talk
just
to Shay.
reopened a wound.
Sorry. All right, listener gossip from our little PP Shay. The subject line.
Wow.
Never think of that. I always want to say description.
That's
Subject line was
that's because you're such a little YouTuber.
best friend and roommate dating. Cute but struggle? Question mark.
Cute but struggle.
Hi both. Love the podcast very much. Soothing, interesting, and good vibes. Put that on some merch.
Thank you.
I'm writing in to ask some advice. My best friend since childhood is dating my roommate and good friend. Let's call my best friend Cameron and my roommate Lindsay.
Okay.
Why, as I type this out, am I reading it as Taryn's voice? Oh, no.
No,
Swap.
you got it.
Sorry, Shay, you're getting me, baby.
No, that's fun.
Taryn read last week.
A surprise is memorable. Shay, you will never
Surprise,
forget
Shay.
that Cam read it instead.
So I've been friends with both of them for a very long time, say 10 and 5 years for Cameron and Lindsay, respectively. They're a cute couple, like have a similar sense of humor and supportive of each other. However, I really feel like the relationship is unbalanced.
Whoa, shots fired.
Yikes. My best friend Cameron has an avoidant attachment style, and my roommate Lindsay has an anxious attachment style and struggles with depression.
Classic.
I feel like that can still work. It's really hard for me because on the one hand, I think they are happy together. But on the other hand, Cameron, as much as I love her, can be a little selfish and entitled. Always putting her needs above anyone else's, which in one way is healthy, but results in Lindsay being pushed aside quite a lot.
Is Cameron the depressee or is Lindsay?
Lindsay.
Okay.
Cameron, avoidant attachment style. Lindsay, anxious attachment style and struggles with depression.
Okay.
Plus, because of Lindsay's struggle with depression, I should have just kept reading. She has a hard time advocating for what she wants.
Oh, she just gets quiet, huh?
Yeah. For what she wants and needs out of a relationship and just lets Cameron dictate the terms.
Yikes.
Yeah. And hard as a friend of both to like sit there and watch it and not want to intervene and overstep, you know?
There is nothing worse than watching your friends be like fighting and stuff as a couple where you're like, I love you both individually, but you're kind of train wrecking together.
Yeah.
Or
and
also
like,
I'm mad at you because that one's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like whatever is good for you is good for me sort of thing. That's how like Lindsay's kind of acting with Cameron, she's saying.
Shame. Oh, just because she's depressed, she doesn't want to have to make decisions. She's exhausted. And then this
she's
poor
like, okay.
Cameron's out here bossing town. Okay.
Yeah. As a good friend to both of them, I'm really struggling with the fact that Lindsay is not being treated well enough.
Yeah.
Like her girlfriend not hanging out with her a lot, putting her friends above her girlfriend, and just not thinking enough about Lindsay. One example is me trying to give my theater ticket to Lindsay because I couldn't go last minute with Cameron. So I gave it to Lindsay, but then Cameron disinvited her and invited a friend from work because Cameron thought the third person who was invited would feel awkward around a couple. That is so weird. It seems like
it was Lindsay, someone else.
It was Cameron.
Someone
what are
else.
we calling our PP? Shay. It was Cameron, Shay, and someone else going. 3 friends were going.
Got it.
Then Shay couldn't go.
And then
so she's like, oh, Lindsay go. Yeah. And Cameron was like, I think we should have another friend because I feel bad for my friend having to go with a couple.
That's chaotic.
I just don't think it was really like her place to say, but okay.
Yikes, man.
Which I don't know about you guys, but if my partner disinvited me and invited another work friend, would make me really sad and annoyed. Obviously, I'm a different person from Lindsay, but part of me wants to tell her that she should ask for and expect more from Cameron and a relationship where there is love and commitment. Alternatively, I don't know whether I should talk to Cameron and call her in. I like that instead of call her out. Call her in on the fact that sometimes she's a bit selfish and should treat Lindsay better. I love them both dearly, but it's really hard to see one of my friends not being treated well enough by my best friend. I'm not sure, though, whether it is my place to say anything at all, and if it's not, what should I do to avoid feeling frustrated about the situation? Any advice would be much appreciated. All the best. Oh, dude, Shay, this is tough. You're in a pickle. What you got for her, baby?
Shay, I think you are trying to be a good friend, and I think that's great. I personally think that, okay, you live with these people, and they're both your friend. To me,
I think she just lives with
Cameron.
Okay.
Regardless, I think that the point of friendship is to have someone that looks out for you and makes you better, and to trust that they will play that role in your life.
Yeah.
That is not everyone's friendship with everyone, but for me and my best friends, that is what I expect of them, and I think that that is what they expect of me.
Yeah.
So I would say, although it is awkward, that is the point of being best friends with someone or close friends with someone, is that you help each other be better people. And it's definitely awkward when it comes to like how they're treating someone else. Like, I know it feels bad, and also you're not perfect, so you're probably like, oh shit, well, I'm opening the door for you to then be like, oh, you think you're holier than thou and that you know what I do best and blah, blah, blah. But I do think you can preface all of that in the conversation, and I would just owning it and being like, hey, this feels funny, but as your friend, I would want you to do this for me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm doing this for you. feedback is just a data point, and if you don't want to take it and you don't want to action on it, absolutely fine. But as your best friend and also someone that loves Lindsay and wants your guys' relationship to succeed, I just wanted to point out something that I've been noticing, and here's what I'm thinking.
Who are you saying to talk to first, Cameron or Lindsay?
Definitely Cameron.
Yeah. And be like, you don't treat Lindsay right?
Not like that,
but I mean, like, share that first of like, I've noticed this and I just want you to be aware. Not go to Lindsay and be like, you're not being treated well, and you like wake up.
No, especially if you're closer to Cameron.
Yeah.
I think that's fair, because you also don't know what goes on behind closed doors with Lindsay and Cameron.
Yeah.
So you don't know that Lindsay's not being a little shit to Cameron. Like,
totally.
You know.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
And when your friends are depressed, it is exhausting to be around them sometimes. That is just the truth of the matter. It's not saying that you can't overcome that and that you shouldn't be around them and you shouldn't do whatever you can. But like, we don't know what Cameron is going through with Lindsay being depressed.
Totally.
So I would rec talking to Cameron, trying to not be I wouldn't call it judging, to say, here's just what I'm observing and I wanted to see how you feel about it, because I just feel like you're a little harsh with Lindsay, or I feel like we all know Lindsay's going through this depression stuff, and I noticed when you uninvited her, or when like those types of things would have really hurt me, and I imagine they hurt Lindsay. And as your best friend, I just wanted to kind of connect and see how you're feeling, because I would want you to call me out if you saw that stuff happening.
Totally. I think that's great advice. I think my first point is, like, I went through a breakup and immediately a lot of my friends were like, oh my God, thank God. Like, I'm so glad you're out of that. And it took me a while to not feel some type of way about that, of like, why didn't you say something to me?
Yeah.
If you see something, say something, because I think sometimes when you're in a relationship, you justify what your partner's doing and try to like you kind of feel crazy. You're like, am I overthinking it? Like, maybe it's not that bad. Like, so I think it is difficult as a friend and scary as a friend, but I think very helpful as a friend. And it's kind of just the way you say it. I think the advice I would give is try to, for a second, take out of the picture that you are friends with both of them and think, if I just knew one of them, would I say something? If I only knew Cameron and wasn't really friends with Lindsay and saw my friend not being very nice to their partner, would I say something? Yes, then you still should. If I was just friends with Lindsay and didn't really love the way your partner was treating her, would I say something? Yes, definitely do it. And then even if maybe no, kind of think about, that's what friendships are for. I think there's a right way to do it. I think your advice with Cameron was perfect. Like, check it. Sometimes when people aren't being very nice to other people, they're struggling. And check in on Cameron. Maybe Cameron needs checked in on even more than Lindsay. Who knows what Cameron might be going through?
Totally.
Bring it up and just be like, hey, I've noticed a couple things. Like, I'm here if you want to talk. I just want you to be aware of it. Like, I think you guys are great. I want to make sure you're aware of how these things might be feeling. I've noticed a couple times Lindsay not speak up, and so sorry if I'm overstepping. Yeah. Pretend this conversation never happened. Yeah. Don't want you to feel attacked or judged or anything. I've been toying with this, wrote into a podcast, been struggling with this. Yeah. I want what's best for both of you, and I just want to make sure you're okay.
I think too, like, as you get older, you kind of become friends with the couple more than just one person, because your friend group gets smaller and you like spend more time doing double dates and stuff like that. And so it makes it a little more uncomfortable to like speak to one person, because it feels like you're like kind of betraying the other person. Yeah. But my rule of thumb has always been like, who am I closer to? And how can I talk to them in a way that is like, again, this non-judgmental, just like, I would want my friend to say something. I would want you to say this to me. Like, we have a friend who, great couple, amazing. One of them doesn't take the other one out on dates that the other one would probably like to go on. They just like view dates differently. And we've talked to one of them. They've said to us like, oh, I'd love to do stuff like that. That's not the kind of dates they take me on and whatever. And we're like, oh, have you asked? And They're like, well, no, I don't want to push it. I know life's kind of crazy right now, whatever. And it's like, okay, so then we go to the other person. And like I've said, like, hey, I noticed that something that really works for Cam and I is to go on dates that are this specific kind of date. And it really makes us feel grounded when life is crazy. I notice you guys aren't doing stuff like that lately. I think that they would probably feel super loved if you tried something like that. Yeah. Like they made a comment, or, they seem to be very invested when we go on these dates. They ask us questions about it. They seem like, oh my God, that'd be so fun. Like, I think
they'd love it.
I bet you could really earn some major points just by like planning a little ahead. It doesn't need to be extravagant. It can just be this little thing. So it's like, I don't know. The point of friendship is to help each other be better and to look out for one another. So to me, it's a no-brainer that you say something.
Yeah.
I know it's scary, but I think you got this. I think it's more of like, I'm checking in on you. I've noticed a pattern that like doesn't seem like you guys are vibing the same way that you used to vibe. Are you feeling okay? What's going on? Like,
need to talk about anything?
Yeah, it's feeling, I've noticed a couple times you felt harsh, or I thought it was kind of funny that you didn't take her, you uninvited her. That would have hurt me, especially with where she's at. It doesn't seem like you to make decisions like that. And I just wanted to know how you're feeling.
Yeah, I think instead of seeing it as a negative of like, oh my God, I'm friends with both these people, I'm in such an awkward position, you're kind of at an advantage because you know both of them. Yeah. You can advocate for each other, and you can do it in a really respectful way. I think sometimes people are afraid to not complain, but like open up to their friends about their partner because they're like, oh, I don't want you to see them differently, or I don't want you to judge them for this, or not give you the whole picture. You are kind of seeing it from both angles because you know them both and you understand your best friend. So you can kind of like relate to all sides, and you can do it in a really respectful way. Yeah. I think my one big advice when you go to talk is talk like they're both in the room.
Yeah. 100%. No,
you know
sneakies.
What I mean? Yeah. Don't try to be sneaky. I'm not saying like sit them both down. That I feel like that would be really weird, but like assume whatever you say is going back to the other person.
Yeah. Don't say something you wouldn't say if the other one was there.
Yeah. Try to do it in the most respectful, loving way. No judgment, just true, genuine, and also be ready to not have the person want to receive that info. Sometimes people aren't ready for it. Sometimes people aren't in the place, or they're struggling with something and you might get shut down. Be okay with that. Kind of step away and be like, okay, I just didn't feel like I was going to be a good friend if I've been thinking about this, but love you. Let me know if you need anything, and step away if totally. You got this.
You got this. Also, one thing that Cam and I have like worked on in therapy and just like in our own relationship is that I think it's very easy in conflict to say like, you are this, you did that, you, instead of like, I felt like this, or I noticed this felt a little harsh, or that moment to me, that would have hurt my feelings, or whatever. So I would challenge you, Shay, to, because it's hard, we keep saying no judgment, and it's really hard to define what the difference maker is because you're coming to them with a judgment that what they're doing is harsh. But I think the actual difference maker is saying like, I'm not saying you are harsh. I'm saying this felt harsh. Yeah. That thing you did to me read as harsh.
Don't
not
portray
you are being a harsh person and you don't care about Lindsay and you are not being a caring, loving person. It's like
make her feel so defensive.
Some actions that happened, some things I saw happen made me wonder if that was the case. Not you being these things, but like it just felt like not a thoughtful thing to do. Yeah. It felt like not how I know you are kind of thing.
Yeah. Don't portray your perspective as reality. Yeah. Full reality.
Because
just share your perspective. Of course. Just share, this is how I perceived this moment. Yeah. I just felt like if it were me and someone perceived the way I acted as this way, I'd want someone to tell me because I know that that's not where your heart is. I know you're a great, loving person. I know you love your girlfriend. So I just wanted to share how this came off to me specifically. Yeah. That's it. You know, stick with that is not the end all be all of the reality, and not like you did this, you treated her this way, that was not nice. It's I noticed this thing,
And I think
it
I
had me
would
thinking
even
this.
preempt, like, if you say it like that, it's like you could even preempt the assumption that they'd be like, well, it doesn't matter to me what, this wasn't for you. Like, this is how I related to my girlfriend or
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. You could say, I know that I'm not Lindsay. I know that she takes things differently than me, but I also know that I am your roommate and one of your best friends, and you like me and love me for a reason. You value my opinion, and I just want you to know how this came off to someone from the outside.
Totally. Yeah. Like, I've had conversations with friends where it's like, I see different dynamics where it's like, oh, it'd be hard to understand somebody sometimes when you aren't that way. You don't have depression, you don't have anxiety, whatever it may be in that case, where it's like, you could offer insight if you do relate to Lindsay. Like, I'm not putting anything on you, but if you've struggled with depression, being like, you know, one time when I was really like in a hard time, I found it really difficult to speak up. So when I'd feel sad, I kind of shut down, and I'm kind of picking that up in Lindsay. Like, have you noticed that? Do you feel that way? Like, yeah. They might already know. They might have had all these conversations.
They know.
Yeah.
They know. They don't know how to handle it, but they know.
Yeah.
I feel like too, it's so funny. Everybody tries to be like non-confrontational with your friends, or you try to be like, you're like, oh, I'm either non-confrontational, or the opposite. You're like, I'm such a tough love person. I just say it how it is and whatever. Neither of those are right. I think those are both bad ways to be. Yeah. Truly. I think
I'm scared of people who are like, I don't do conflict.
I know.
I'm like, that means that you just like don't speak up.
Because it's not that they don't do conflict. It's that they don't do conflict well. So they just don't do it.
Yeah.
And so then when they do it, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then tough love,
it's going to come out eventually.
When you say like, I'm a person that just gives tough love, I'm like, that just means you don't know how to handle what you say, and you just say what you think without like thinking how it might impact someone else.
Yeah.
So it's like, there is a thing in the middle that is the right way. That is like, I give direct love. I'm thoughtful with my confrontation.
Confrontation can be good because you come on the other side of it.
It's like confronting. It comes from like the word confronting. I'm confronting something. Thing. It's not like confrontation means fighting.
Yeah.
People are like, I'm so bad with confrontation. I'm like, you're bad with just talking about a thing?
I have a few friends that I know struggle with confrontation. So I'll even like preemptively be like, may I share tough love? May I be blunt? Like, I'll just call it right out of like, can I share my perspective? What do you need right now? Do you want just like, do you just want to vent at me? Because sometimes people do. And sometimes that's what friends are for. They just want to talk at you and complain, and they don't want your input. So sometimes you can just like preemptively be like, what are you looking for right now?
Yeah.
Do you want to complain to me? Do you want me to give you a little bit of a wake up call? Because sometimes people want that. They want to be told like, you're being fucking stupid right now.
Totally.
Stop it.
Totally.
And sometimes people want to like tell their friend that they had a shitty day and they're complaining about like the wind blowing too hard, and they don't want you to be like, I'll get over it. Yeah. Sometimes they do. So sometimes like it helps to just call it what it is and be really transparent and ask what somebody needs.
But the point, the asterisk that I'm putting on that is like, calling it what it is doesn't have to be mean.
No.
I know you don't mean that, but I'm saying when people say like, I just call it how it is.
No, I'm saying when people just say that's always how they handle it. And I'm like, that's wrong, because you got to be able to mold to what people need. Like, I know some of my friends really want and need tough love, and they don't have people doing that. It's like, I have some of my friends think like I'm very blunt and very tough love. Others think I'm like, not a pushover, but like sensitive, like don't really give any advice, because I'm trying to give them what I think they want. And sometimes I read the situation wrong and I'm not correct, and I'll start like giving someone advice and they're like, I don't want that right now. But I think being able to say that to your friends is so helpful. It's like, can I bitch for a second?
Totally.
And also like, are you open to receiving me bitching for a little bit? Because sometimes it's like, I had a hard day, I don't want to hear you fucking complain.
I hate when people just bitch.
I know you do.
I can't stand it.
And I don't love it all the time either, but
it's something I need to work on, because like I do think sometimes people just need it.
Yeah.
But it's just that, to me, what I don't like about it is it's always the same people. If it were my friends who never bitching, I'd be eating it up. I'd be like, thank God, tell me how you feel. I never get to hear the side of you.
Some people
but
do
it's like
too much.
People that just bitch, I'm like, you'll bitch about
anything. And you heard them bitch about the same thing to like somebody next to you, and
you'll
then you're
bitch
like,
about
what
anything.
are you gonna say to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. And
But
that's tough. And I'd love advice on like how the fuck do you tell somebody like they need to cut it out? Because that's almost feels like you're attacking their character, you know, where you're like, I don't like that you're this way, and that feels really shitty. Yeah, that's hard.
My play in those moments is so, I think, wrong. I don't think it's the right way to handle things, but I'm always just like, I will either zone out completely because I like actually can't be in it, or I'll just be like, I'll point out a positive, which I think is so annoying to people that
I was just gonna
like
say
to bitch. I know it is.
I mean, not even people who like to bitch. Like, even when you want to bitch,
yeah,
that's annoying to be like, oh, but it's like, shut up, let me complain.
Well, but like, yeah.
But the people who are just you're not bitching 24/7. You have your moments. You're like,
yes.
People can handle my moments. If it's every time I see you and you're complaining,
if you're
gonna make me not
always
wanna hang
the
out with
person in your friend group that's talking, you look at it.
As we have a podcast of just us fucking talking. I'm just kidding.
No, but we're trying to get better at, bouncing back and forth and not being the one hogging and just whatever. But like, there are people in the friend group, even on a one-on-one, even whatever, if you're like, I haven't heard my friend speak in a while, something's up, and you should listen to it.
Wait, we were in Amsterdam and we went to this bar.
We all know I love to eavesdrop. I'm also very, very triggered when someone annoys me. I can't think about anything else.
No.
So if it's a fight and they annoy me, I'm a fucking done deal.
Tell what happened.
We were in Amsterdam and these girls, there was this couple, these two girls next to us. It felt like a first date. Maybe.
Very much. We're going to call it a first date. We could be wrong, but let's just roll with our perspective. It was a first date.
We sat there for probably 35 minutes or something. Like, we overlapped with them for 35 minutes.
Taryn and I did not speak once. We played our little cards and looked at each other and we're like,
and you know who spoke less than us?
The girl on the date.
The girl on the date. The girl. The other girl.
We didn't even know what her voice sounded like.
I know, she went like, At one point we were like, it was like shocking.
She's like Ariel when she gives her voice up. She's like,
it's just like like when people can just fucking talk.
How don't you know? And they just go from one subject to she was like, yeah, so my dad does blah 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 and yada yada yada, and oh my god, did you see that movie? And I was like,
I know,
breathe, honey.
I know. And then the poor girl sat there like this.
She tried. She did try. There were 2 times where she went, yeah, and she was like, and I was like, oh my god, it was so funny. We're all a little, we all lack self-awareness every now and then, but that was kooky.
No, but people that run the convo in every convo, I'm like, you have a wild.
She can't even speak.
I can't even speak.
Babe,
they took me words.
It happened again when we were at a coffee shop in LA, and this one guy's, you remember?
Yeah.
So this one guy's talking, not letting the other guy get a word in, and he's also being so fucking annoying. Like, the words he was also saying, not only is he talking, but he's just the shit that was just spewing from his mouth. Then he goes, "What's my last name?" Or what's my middle name?
Yeah.
And I was like,
he goes, do you even know my middle name?
I'm like, you don't know this guy's first name.
I'm like, do you know the sound of his voice?
It was.
Do you know that someone's even there?
I really thought the other guy should ask that.
Yeah.
But what's my middle name? No, you don't even know it, do you? And I'm like.
And the guy's like, he like made those noises of the like.
It was unhinged. That was too far. I'm like, you are not getting on this guy for not remembering every detail about you.
Can't.
It was crazy.
That said, please,
anywho,
don't, if you ever meet us, talk. It sounds like we're telling you not to talk. That's not at all what we mean.
Oh no, and just you talk, please.
Please. You talk so much.
That's the one time I'm giving up free pass. You just please talk at us. We want to learn everything we can about you in the shortest amount of time possible. Talk to us.
We met some nice people at the Jonas Brothers concert.
We met so many nice people.
Emily, who sat in front of us. She turned around during intermission, which they had an intermission, which was really neat.
Yeah, it was weird.
She spun around and said, I follow you guys or whatever and blah, blah. And then we met her and that was nice. And then when we were leaving, this girl came up to us named Emily. Joey came up to us.
Joey, that was the cutest name.
And then someone came and said hi to you, but they didn't say hi to me. I don't know that.
But name. I think it was Joey who was like, I didn't want to interrupt and say hi, but you guys said to say hi.
Yeah, you told me to, and we were like, yes, we did.
Yeah, it was so cute. Everyone we met was so nice.
Yeah.
So cool.
I got a couple DMs after of people being like, I saw you, but I didn't want to come and say hi. And I said, you should have.
You should have. If you're listening right now, you totally should have, because it was so fun.
Always, you guys. We'll say it again. If you want to say hi, say hi.
Say hi. Do it. Don't hesitate. Do it.
I won't hesitate.
You can count on. Well, I don't know the words of that one.
That's okay.
Put your
foot on mine.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That song is so sad. Oh, my God.
I do feel as if we were very chitty-chatty on this epi.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fun. It's a podcast. That's what that's what it counts on.
I love you. It's your birthday.
I love me, and it's all of our birthday. My favorite birthday activity is to say happy birthday to everyone else. So happy birthday, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy my birthday.
Happy our birthday.
Happy our birthday. I hope we're all celebrating. Are we going to get this pod up tonight or tomorrow?
It depends on timing. I got to shower
before. It'd be fun to have it tonight so people can be a part of our birthday celebration.
I'll try my best.
No pressure.
I'll try my best. I got to get ready.
Will you touch my toto?
With my hand or my foot?
Wait, I saw myself in the mirror. Look, I look like a little elf. I mean, in the window.
Oh my
I look
God.
like an elf
Don't
because
knock
I'm wearing
this freaking table.
Because I'm wearing all black. Look, I look like a little creepy ballet man.
Wait, pose, and I'll do this for the thumbnail.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, it's kind of nice. It's a good stretch.
Should we make a heart with our feet?
How?
No,
wait,
we
it's
can't.
good.
Guys,
we
have to
bicycle?
do something so people listening don't get. I won't hesitate. Look at my legs; they're kind of toned.
La, la, la,
Look at my
la.
legs, baby. My legs look toned.
You look amazing. Your legs are toned. Okay.
I look, baby.
You do look like a little elf.
I look like those people that wear those all green outfits.
Like the
zip up
thing?
with the head and the whole thing. That's what my feet are reminding me of. It's grossing me out.
I like it. I like it.
Do that with your foot.
Woo!
And do this, and we'll use it as the thing.
Okay, I'm falling down this chair.
Well,
okay.
peepees, it was another successful episode coming to you live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We had a great time with you. We can't wait to see you in the wild. Thank you for coming. Remember to like and subscribe and comment on everything we say and do.
It's her birthday. Let her have it. Love you guys.
We love
Sweet
you.
dreams.
Thank you, sillies. Oh. Turn it on. You turn it on.
Okay.
You were already up.
Was it up?
You were up-ish.
I
Look
was
at your little butt in the screen. Boop. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. Oh, shit. If you're watching on video, you saw it was all crazy. Get it. Get it. Birthday
Happy
dance.
birthday.
Birthday.
It's your
Hey.
birthday.
Hey.
We gon'
She.
party like
She.
it's your birthday. We gon' super party like it's your birthday.
You know we don't give a fuck. It's not your birthday. That was cool.